28-year-old Will Burke is a go-getter. In 2017, he started his own business selling electronics.
I've always kind of had this entrepreneurial itch. I actually got network connections with people who would buy electronics stateside and ship them internationally.
As a pastor's kid, Will knew he should be tithing. But the more he earned, the harder it became to tithe.
My priorities started slipping a little bit. I started not going to church as much, got a fancy apartment that I probably shouldn't have gotten. I stopped, tithing. I wasn't reading my Bible.
Then in late 2018, Will took out a loan to invest in a business deal with his main supplier. The deal went bad, and Will was left thousands of dollars in debt.
It was this really dark time in my life. I had to break the lease on my apartment. I had to move back in with my parents. That's not what you want to do when you're 27. I was pretty discouraged.
Will started doing freelance web design and decided to begin tithing from his small income.
I really put my nose to the grindstone. I was consistent with my tithing. I started making money again, and I'm like, this is great.
Plus, his former business associate returned his investment.
I took it as a confirmation, okay, I've taken care of you, I've cleaned up after your mess.
Will spent the rest of 2019 working to pay off debt and saving to attend grad school. He took his first course online that fall and made plans to relocate to become a full-time student.
I was high-stepping into 2020, man. I'm like, this is it. This is my year.
Then, the night before the move, Will got sick.
I contracted COVID. And for the next 10 days, 2 weeks, I was in constant pain, coughing.
While he was recovering, Will's bank account was hacked.
Didn't sleep at night. I'm in constant pain. I can't leave. I'm not talking to God. I was done. I was mad.
Will also stopped tithing. But there was one bright spot. During that time, Will's mom started turning on the 700 Club each morning.
It was such a total encouragement, and I came to really enjoy it. It was a really healing experience for me.
Will decided to start giving again and became a CBN partner.
Seeing all of the things that CBN does through Operation Blessing, Orphans Promise, things that are close to my heart, like sustainable solutions for impoverished communities. What you're giving actually goes to these incredible, incredible causes. I was just like, I've got to be a part of this.
Over the next few months, Will's bank recouped 75% of his money. Will continued rebuilding his business while working on his degree online. Since then, he's recovered both physically and financially.
My business has exploded. I actually hired my first employee recently. I'm in a better position than I was before I knew what I was doing. And so it's impossible for me to not be grateful.
Now Will looks forward to the future. He also encourages others to trust God with their tithes.
You're giving that in anticipation that the Lord's going to multiply that in ways that you don't understand. God will do it for you too. You just have to trust in Him.